Talking of big albums, our album of the week is Sickboi, the second album by Ren, who joins us live on Radio Wales now. Ren, welcome. How are you?
Hello. Yes, I'm doing well, man. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, such a pleasure having you on. Thank you for your time. Now, I first heard you on Adam Walton's show here on Radio Wales, and he was saying a bit about you, that you were, in Canada, and I think he opened with a track. So this is album number 2, Ren, for you. Is it Sickboi?
It is album number 2, indeed, yeah.
And self-produced, self-released. You like doing things independently?
That's right, mate. Yeah, well, it's partly to do with my health, really. It means that I can work on my own terms. There's no external pressures. I can really do things how I want, and the creative vision behind some of my stuff, I always believe in it being as honest as possible. So there's nobody really telling me what I should or shouldn't release, so I can kind of do it all on my own terms, which it's been really important for me for this record particularly.
And that's, I've listened to it. It's an amazingly impressive record. Like the beats, your flow, the ideas, the thoughts that you put on record are just phenomenal. When did you start making music? And were you living in Anglesey at the time?
I was, yeah. So I was living in a little village called Dwyran on Anglesey, which you can drive through in about 5 minutes. It's a small place. But that's where I started. I fell in love with music, man. My dad bought me like a little secondhand beaten up guitar, and ever since then I was just obsessed, man. It's all I wanted to do.
So like little Ren in Dwyran doing it. Then he moved to Menai Bridge, was it?
That's right, mate. Yeah, Menai Bridge.
Wow. And tell me, you mentioned the illness there. I know you've been very ill over the last couple of years. Can you tell us a little bit about where you're at with all of that, Ren?
Yeah, so I first started experiencing symptoms when I was 19 years old, and I was misdiagnosed for a lot of years. I actually had Lyme disease, but it was misdiagnosed as depression. It was misdiagnosed as ME. And for years and years, I was so sick I couldn't get out of bed, and I was in a lot of pain. Yeah. I kept bouncing forward for doctors because they tell me I was depressed, and I was like, I know in my gut it's not that, because there's so much physical pain, there's so much neurological problems. So eventually I got a correct diagnosis, but it wasn't until sort of like 8 years into my illness, and I've spent a lot of years like trapped in bed. And when I finally got my right diagnosis, it was complicated because it had been misdiagnosed for so long. It was very complex, so I had to go and get a stem cell transplant to almost bring me back to life. And then I've been left with some residual autoimmune problems, so I'm out here in Canada at the moment treating those.
So you're still in Canada currently?
I'm still here, yeah. I'm still here treating the symptoms, which is one reason why it's been so incredible that this record's doing so well. I haven't done a single show to promote it. I haven't done the usual orthodox ways of promoting, like signings and stuff. I've been promoting it and pushing it whilst 5 days in a week going and sitting with an IV in my arm. So the title Sickboi, it's not just a marketing thing, it's my reality,
Yeah, of course. Well, I know that you've got a lot of hardcore fans. Like, your streaming numbers are ridiculous. Like, when you look at your videos and just listening to tracks, people listen to it on various platforms, they're in the millions. So they must be thrilled that finally their boy Ren, that's you, is going to be a bona fide chart star this week. I was reading on the BBC News website that it's you versus Rick Astley for the top spot.
Yeah, it's very surreal, mate. I feel like I've been Rick-rolled.
It's brilliant.
It's amazing, man. Yeah, it's a very surreal situation to be in, and one that I didn't expect to be in.
But you've got the power of Wales behind you. The album opens like this. A taster of the opening track from the album Sickboi, 7 Sins. Now, I was listening to this at home the other day, thinking, he's singing in Welsh. What are you singing there, Ren?
Salwch yw fy athrawon. So it's sickness is my teacher. Fe torodd fy ngwen. It broke my smile. Mae fy esgyrn yn teimlo'n hen. My bones feel old. Fe godwerth corff Ren. Here lies Ren's body. So it's a eulogy to myself in a way, and it was kind of like grieving the years that I lost through my illness. And for me, I mean, you know, because Wales and like the heritage and the old folk songs and stories, like they're such a big part in me and my influence of music. So I felt like to start the album in Welsh, it felt like a really good homage to do, because you don't really hear much Welsh in like mainstream music. So it was great for me to be able to have an opportunity to do that.
It's incredible. Let's play Loco from the record. We'll talk more with Ren after this. It's from the album Sickboi. It's out this week.
My style is loco, Yoko Ono manic vocal. I'm not your uncle, I'm anti-social. Postal, danger to the world, I've gone global. Schizophrenic Venice, put myself in the chokehold. Ho-ho, yeah bro, tasty like a Rolo. Spiritual being, yes I'm holy like a polo. You know, you can set this song as your ringtone. Lord of the ring, you could be Frodo. Gimli, I'ma take this rhythm and I smoke it like a chimney. I'm a punk rocker sucker, no I'm not an indie. Kitty with the bindi, yes I will be in the shed. Taking my meds, I slice up beats like a knife through bread. When I go bowling, I use decapitated heads. I lose brains in the lane, so they call me miscellaneous. I'm the type of kid who makes cotton wool dangerous. I'm trying hard not to lose my mind, boy. I see stars when I close my eyes, boy. I try to keep this beast inside, the wood. But I'm close to the edge and I might lose my head, so I guess you're better. My style is manic, close to the boil volcanic. I watch so much Scarface, I think I'm Hispanic. Okay, don't make me get loco on USA. I bust a cap, watch me get messy. Mentos and coke, I'm about to explode. I'm so open-minded that my eyes can't close. Doctor, give me some smiles. A 20-pack of Valium, numb for a while. Flow like the Nile, evil crocodile. I've got the local zoo saved on speed dial. Funky, I spent a bit of time with the monkeys. I gave one a Valium, now he's a junkie. Humpty Dumpty, he fell down. All the king's horses were stomped somehow. Of course all the horses were stomped. Horses don't even have opposable thumbs. I'm trying hard not to lose my mind, the wood. I see stars when I close my eyes, the wood. I try to keep this beast inside, the wood. But I'm close to the edge and I might lose my head, so I guess you better hide. Start jottering, I'm stuttering, buttering words like flora. Edible, spreadable, style glow like aurora. Northern light, ignite the night tonight. Excite the mic, right like a viper bite. It's just my venom, it's Renan, my lucky number 7. I don't follow fashion, so I'm wearing double denim. Mel Gibson crazy, my mind's a lethal weapon. Got kicked out the fruit store for grabbing a ghost melon. So get on with a baseball bat, type force or a harpoon. I'm knocking you for 6, one hit with a beat, with a bang, with a boom. I'ma fly out this room, I'ma take off to the moon. I'ma rip when I spit, when I bite my lip, and I sick when I bust a move like yes, so I'ma take this microphone and make some acapella music for your eardrums and spoken like a texture. Stack it up like bricks, yes, I'm stacking up the texture. I bring the vibes right into the sector. I'm trying hard not to lose my mind, boy. I see stars when I close my eyes, boy. I try to keep this beast inside, the boy. But I'm close to the edge and I might lose my head, so I guess you better hide.
Loco from Ren's album Sickboi, which is out this week. It's going to be in the charts. It's Ren versus Rick Astley. Now, have you ever met Rick Astley, Ren?
I've never met Rick Astley. Man, I've been following him a little while. I think, to be honest, to be real, I think Rick Astley's a lovely guy, man. Yeah. And I think it's incredible. I think it's incredible that he's doing this well, this late on in his career as well. I think that's a real testament to him. So, you know, I don't feel like I could have been competing against a nice person. So whatever happens will happen. I'm still rooting for a number one record for myself, because it would mean such an amazing amount to me. So if anyone's listening and haven't checked it out, I'd really urge you to go and check it out and see what you think, because it'll be a dream come true if I manage that.
We could have played so many. I mean, the whole album's incredible. It's our album of the week. So Loco, have we just heard? Is that all your voice on that track?
Yeah, that's all. It's all done a cappella, so there's no beats or instruments on it. It's just my vocals, like beatboxing and harmonies and stuff like that. Yeah.
And when you started getting into rap and hip hop music, like who were the big rappers in your life? Who's like the ones for you?
Well, back in the day, my biggest influence was like early Eminem stuff, Lauryn Hill from the Fugees, Method Man, Plan B, Dizzy Rascal, you know, there was just like a huge mix of stuff, to be honest, man. Like Zach De La Rocha from Rage Against the Machine.
Right.
Yeah, loads. Yeah.
And when it comes to rap music now, can you listen to other rappers and rap records, or is it all about your vocals, your lyrics, and your music currently?
No, mate, I don't really listen because I produce my own songs. I get a bit sick of them because I've heard them about a million times while producing them. So I don't really listen to my own music. I listen to a bunch of stuff, man. Like at the moment, I'm listening to a lot of Fred again, like producer. I'm loving his stuff. I'm listening to a lot of Kendrick. So yeah, a whole range of stuff.
Fantastic. I can't wait to see you play in. Will the gigs be happening? They'll be next year, fingers crossed. Is it, Ren?
Yeah, next year. Yeah, I'm hopeful. Yeah, I mean, I'm wrapped up with treatment. Hopefully at the start of next year. So hopefully I can get back on the road and hopefully I can start doing some shows. Obviously, I'd love to come do some shows back in Wales. Yeah, I've just got my fingers crossed, man. Obviously, with the illness stuff I'm going through, life's a bit unpredictable. So I'm kind of at mercy of my own symptoms. But hopefully, I'm in a place where I can take these shows into a live setting because that would be brilliant.
Definitely. And your videos and your creativity there, I guess, keep you connected. So in the absence of traditional live gigs, I suppose you're reaching even more people with those videos.
Yeah, it's been really, I mean, it's been a testament because obviously we're contending for a number one spot without having done a single show. So I think it's a real testament to the internet and the community that we've built around it. And I think one of the reasons is there's a lot of unseen people who are being seen. You know, my songs touch on a lot of sort of like stuff to do with my mental health, my illness and my journey. There's a lot of fun songs on the album too, but the ones that do that, I feel like it's creating a bit of a voice for the voiceless. So it feels really good for me to be able to speak for people that don't usually get a voice.
That's a wonderful thing. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm so grateful for your time. We wish you all the best in Canada with the treatment, and congratulations on Sickboi. This is the album which is out this week. Thank you so much for your time, Ren, and congratulations.
My pleasure, man, and thank you for playing my tunes on the radio, mate. My mum's going to be buzzing.
Of course. Well, we play this for Ren's mum. This is Genesis on Radio Wales.
When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this, don't mention it's definitely somewhere else. I wrestle with my thoughts, constant wrestle with my mental health. I'm put on life support, I've been put upon a higher shelf. My whole life I've been fighting. This cake, it don't have icing. These mantras I'm reciting, they're meant to keep me sane. I don't know if they're working, cerebral cortex hurting. Maybe it's all learning. Maybe it's cause life is a lottery, what's an anomaly. Sometimes it's riches and sometimes it's poverty. Sometimes your nerves have been fried by neuropathy, begging the surgeon to have a lobotomy. Honestly, I'ma speak honestly. Life is ironically me chronically. I have been ill in myself and it bothers me. License for killing myself, call me Connery. I'ma be straight with you now. I'ma go straight for the heart. People dilate in the dark. People dilate in the dark. Never was late for the art. Never was late for the art. Genesis rain in the rain with a star. Genesis pain in the art. Genesis aim for the heart. Genesis. When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside this realm of thought, it's definitely somewhere else. Wage war upon my demons, I've been knocking on the gates of hell. A heretic, a heathen, I've been screaming in this padded cell. It's pain making my pain waking, it's painstakingly cold. My soul aching, my bones breaking when holding on to control. Wrap yellow tape round the body shape, put the body in the bag, zip closed. It's malignant, it's mutating, it's such a sight to behold. Let me be real for a second. Tongue is a gun, it's a weapon. Reload, blah blah, that. Beast mode, Armageddon. Get 'em. Let me take the wheel for a second. Hit a hoop, like Shaquille O'Neal with aggression. Regroup with a 3-point steal in succession. Switch swoop, and I'm making them feel the profession. Making them feel the profession. Making them feel the profession. Time is the author, the lesson. Time is a murderous weapon. Time is a curse and a blessing. Time is confined in the eye of my mind. It reminds me that life is just slipping right by. Take my piece of the pie and I'm feeding on wine. That I'm freedom in rhyme to defy my depression. I'ma be straight with you now. I'ma go straight for the heart. People dilate in the dark. People dilate in the dark. Never was late for the art. Never was late for the art. Genesis rain in the rain with a star. Genesis pain in the art. Genesis aim for the heart. Genesis. Genesis.
thank you to Ren for being with us on BBC Radio Wales tonight. That was Genesis from his new album, his second record, Sickboi, which is out this week.
When I'm by myself, I find my mind starts drifting somewhere else. It's not inside, it's don't mention, it's definitely somewhere else. I wrestle with my